Hey y'all, welcome back to Toya's Tenacious Life. This is your girl Toya, and in today's video we are going to go over my budget for the month of February and then also do my weekly cash stuffing. So if this is something you want to see, make sure you stay tuned. Alright y'all, welcome back. I am going to do my budget for February and then do my weekly cash stuffing. Now, before I do this budget, I do want to say I am going to round off January. January did not end great, y'all. I'm not sure why I chose to do a no spend in January. Because the way I get paid monthly, and my last paycheck was before Christmas. And so my next paycheck didn't come until January 31st. That was a long time. So I did use some of my sinking funds. I borrowed money from my children. Like, we did quite a few things in January to get to the end of the month. I do need to pay them back some things, but I plan to do that with a vacation payout that I'm getting, hopefully at least most of it. But yeah, so January didn't end great. What I have decided though for myself is that although it sounds great to do a no spend, it's just not realistic for my life right now. And so what I actually plan to do is do low spends instead of no spends. And days that I, don't spend a whole lot, I'll, consider that my low spend day. I think that will help me be more successful. Just because the way my life goes, sometimes, I forget things or something comes up or, twins, and it's just a lot. And so I want to be successful, but I also want to save money. And so I think the best way for me to do that is to do low spends instead of no spends. So that is what I plan to do for some other month this year, maybe a couple months. I'll let y'all know when that happens. But for February, we're going to try to get caught back up and then reconvene back in March. But so the little quote for the February beginning of the month budget: payday means one step closer to your financial goals. And so I am definitely standing on that. So let's look into February's budget. So real quick, before we actually get into the budget, this is sort of an overview of the month. Most of my bills are due sometime within the first 3 days of the month. I have some that are kind of spread throughout. I do not handle a lot of the bills that are spread throughout. My husband does. I handle most of the bills that come the first few days of the month. So Evergy is our power bill. My husband takes care of that. My husband pays my car note for my car. I do pay this because it comes out of my account automatically, so I do account for that. My husband pays the water bill. He also pays our gas bill, part of my daughter's tuition. And then typically I pay my student loan. However, I did go onto the save plan, and I am under that threshold where I don't have to pay anything. I am not going to do that. I am going to pay something, not for the month of February though. I'm going to pick back up in March. But also our lease is up at the end of February, and so rent is going up a little bit. And so I just kind of need to reconfigure some things, and then I'll figure out how much I can put towards student loans after that. And y'all, once again, this audio thing, I cannot get it together. Okay. I don't know. I'll listen back at this and then see if there's something that was missing and add it in as a voiceover, because I don't want to re-record anything. So at any rate, my husband gets paid on Fridays now. So his two pay dates are the 9th and the 24th. And then mine is the 29th of February. And that just kind of gives a financial overview of things that are due this month. We do have some birthdays, but honestly, y'all, I have not been focusing on birthdays this month. Really, the only birthdays that I want to get anything for is for the kids' birthday party that we're going to on the 10th. And that'll be about it, really, because, we just got to make sure we do all of our other obligations. So, but that is kind of the month of February as far as bills and things are concerned. So let's get into the budget. All right, y'all, let's get into this February budget. So my full-time employment, I'm bringing home $3,027.77. If you are new here, I am paid monthly. So this will be my check for the month. My husband is paid bi-weekly. And that's why some things I handle and other things he does. All right. All right. Let us kick off this budget. First, we have rent for $13.99. That is going to go up to $14.24. Next month, rent will actually be $100 less. So it'll be $1,324. Just as an incentive for us re-signing. So it'll look slightly different next month, but then March it'll be, or I'm sorry, April it'll be the $14.24. Car insurance, the total is $303.10. Life insurance, both combined, is $151.54. Renter's insurance is $34. My renter's insurance did go up, and I guess it's probably because I only have one policy with them now. So I may end up switching that over to where my car insurance is. We will see how I feel about that. And honestly, I'm just going to uncover this till we get to the end. So my renters is $34. My phone bill is $227.13, and that does include 2 cell phones and 3 tablets. My Netflix is $15.49. Apple Music is $16.99. My Philo subscription is $25, which I'm toying with the idea of getting rid of, but we'll see where that goes. Apple storage is $9.99. I'm going to put $55 on my Children's Place credit card because I did get the children some items, but that $55 is actually going to cover what I spent because I actually had some My Place bucks to use, and then I went a little over those. So, and then $100 on my medical bill. And so in total, I will have spent $2,337.24 on my fixed expenses, leaving a total of $687.53 to use for all other expenses this month. So going on to my variable expenses, $250 for groceries. The twins are getting $25. The house is getting $25. I am getting $25, and my gas is getting $70. Now, these amounts are going to be for 2 weeks. My husband may end up giving some funds. I won't know until he actually gives them, so I may do another assessment at that point, but that is where those funds are sitting at right now. So for my variable expenses, I'm spending $395, and I have $292.53 left over. All right, so let's go on to my sinking funds. So I'm putting $150 towards my daughter's tuition, $11 towards my car maintenance / whatever else, $11 towards my the twins' birthdays, $11 to Jamila, $22 to Sharif. And I'm doing that because Jamila actually has so much more money than Sharif, and so I'm giving him double. My hubby is getting $4, which I technically have already spent 2 of that by this video. But I'm putting $2 back. I'm putting $2 in just today, and then my envelope is getting $11. So that means I've spent a total of $220 on sinking funds, and I have $72.53 remaining. Okay, y'all, so sorry about that. My daughter woke up from her nap and was banging on the door, trying to get in while I'm trying to film. So we have settled them down. So now I'm back. $72.53 is left. I don't have anything going towards extra debt at the moment because I do have this Children's Place card to pay off for this month. So as far as my extra savings, I'm putting $40 into my emergency fund, $22.53 into taxes, and then $10 into rainy day. But technically this isn't even going into rainy day anymore because I've spent it. I gave my barber a tip, a $10 tip. Even though my husband paid for our haircuts, I did give him a tip. So that means that I have $0 left over. And then when you add up my fixed expenses total, variable expenses total, sinking funds, and extra savings total. That gives you $3,027.77, which means I have a zero base budget. I like for my money, all of my money, to have a place to go, so that, as my girl Reed from Reeby Budgeting be saying, I'm not left wondering where it went. So this is where all the money is going. So now let us stuff my weekly wallet. Alrighty, I got the cash tray here, and we are going to count up the money. So we have 20, 40, 5, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Now, my $70 that was going into my gas envelope, that actually stays in my bank account because I do use GETUPSIDE, and you have to use a card in order to get the cash back on the app. So that is staying in my account. My grocery funds have technically already been divvied out and mostly spent at this point in time. So I'm not gonna stuff that. I'm just gonna leave that $250 that was in there. Well, it's not $250 now, but leave that in there. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and stuff the rest of the funds. Also, coincidentally, I have also spent my $25 already. My husband was having a rough week last week, and on payday, I decided to buy him a meal. He tends to some nights not eat, and then the next night have a snack, and then by the third night he's like famished. And so this was like the third night kind of thing. I was super tired. I didn't feel like cooking, so I got us 5 guys. And so that is why you won't see me stuffing my envelope, but that's okay. I do get the vacation payout sometime this week, and so I'll just divvy that and put a little bit back into my envelope for that. But anyways, so house is going to get 25. Why am I taking 40? It only gets 25. I do have to get some laundry sanitizer this week. I may also get some more salt, just in case the winter decides to rear its ugly head again, because we are running low on that. My envelope is not going to get anything because I've already spent it. The twins are going to get 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then, like I said, gas is already accounted for in my account. Usually I spend about 35 if I'm all the way on E, which I am right now. So at any rate, I thank you all for being here and tuning into my channel today. In between time and in the meantime, make sure tackling those goals, celebrating your successes, and staying tenacious with your budget. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.